Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be giving you a 6-month update video on the Starlink internet.
So like Liz said, we are going to be talking about the Starlink internet. We've had it for about 6 months now, and we're going to go over all the top questions that we've been getting. And the first biggest one that we've had is, how did we get the Starlink internet? All we did was go to their website, we applied for it, and probably about 3 months later, they emailed us back, and we signed up for it then and there. We paid in full. So guys, it cost us about $600 right away, and that was with shipping and tax. We didn't have to put a deposit down, we paid in full right away. But that was from their website. Another thing you can do is just download the Starlink app onto your smartphone, and that covers everything that you need to know about getting the Starlink service and if you're eligible for it.
Like Mike said, we paid $600 up front to get the Starlink shipped to our door, and since then we've been paying $100 a month. As of right now, there are no data caps for us. Hopefully there won't be in the future, we really don't know, but so far no data caps.
Like Liz said, data caps would be a bummer. As far as speeds are going with this internet, guys, we kind of live out where there's not a ton of internet. You can see that it ranges anywhere from 50 to 100 megs a second. It averages right around 75 for a download speed, I would say, and that's for us. Elsewhere, other people using it, I think it's going to be just a little bit higher. As far as the upload speed, it usually is above 12 megs a second. And the latencies are all listed down below there. It is aimed to be a low latency internet service provider, and for the most part, that is what we're seeing with it.
We do live in a pretty remote area, so we have lots of mountains and trees. We have noticed that during periods of high winds or rainstorms, the network connection tends to be a little bit slower. The Starlink dish does have a built-in heater. We do get quite a bit of snow up here in North Idaho, but like I said, the dish has a heater, so it will melt the snow off, so you don't have to worry about having to wipe the snow after a storm. Let's break down our situation. Mike and I, we live on a homestead in rural North Idaho with not very many options for internet access. Our only other good option was to erect a tower on our property and then get maybe close to 5 megabytes of internet speed, and for us that just didn't really seem like a very good option because it was still going to be expensive. On top of not really having internet access, we also don't have good cell phone service either, actually pretty close to no cell phone service. So this Starlink presented as a really incredible opportunity for us to get fast internet kind of out in the middle of nowhere, North Idaho in the mountains. We have had several different people inquire about whether or not we can move the satellite dish. So can we take it camping? Can we take it on a road trip? And the answer to that from the research that we have done is no. You have to have it set up at the location that you typed into the Starlink website, so at your home address. You can't actually move the satellite dish and use the Starlink somewhere else.
Like Liz said, there is a heater in this thing, so for those of you guys off-grid, maybe do your research to see what kind of power this thing's drawing. As far as the mounts go, we probably don't have the best setup. Like Liz was saying, we have a little bit of wind that comes through here, but this came with the tripod mount that we just mounted up on a pole. There are options to get different sorts of mounts, let's say a roof mount or a side mount for the side of your house, but you have to pay extra for those, and we didn't want to pay any extra for this since we're already paying $600 for the equipment, so we just opted with the tripod mount up on a pole.
So in terms of the pole, we decided to put it up high because we wanted to get it above the tree line, hopefully to get it just a little bit closer to space. But in all seriousness, we did figure that having it up higher gives it a much better view of the sky because it's above the trees.
Yeah, the pole is probably a little overkill, but whatever. As far as installation goes, it's so easy. They ship this giant box right to your door. It's really not even full of that many pieces. There's the satellite dish, the router, and the power supply, 100 feet of cable to come with it. Plug it all in, set the satellite outside, don't move it. It finds it. It's gonna move around. It does everything for you. It's so easy, guys. It's incredible. So this definitely isn't the best internet option out there, but as Starlink says, this is the better than nothing beta test. So for us, it's better than nothing. If you guys have the option to, hook up to fiber, it's probably gonna be quicker, but for folks like us who kind of live out in the sticks, there's not that option. So this is just perfect for us, and it's better than nothing. That's for sure.
If there's any more questions that you guys have that we didn't answer about the Starlink internet, please let us know down in the comments and we can get back to you. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
We'll see you later.